Hello, welcome to episode 13 of FrannyDoMakes. My name is Fran. You are joining me today from a overcast Leeds in the north of England in the United Kingdom. This is my little corner of the internet where I talk about what I make, generally once every fortnight. So it's been 2 weeks since I was here last. So welcome if you are new. Welcome back if you're a returning viewer, and just thank you for joining me. So I'm mainly talking about knitting this week. I have got some cross stitch as well, and I have some acquisitions and some sort of crafty organisation things as well. And yeah, thank you for joining me. Please give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed what you've watched today, and subscribe if you want to see more. As I said, I do try and post once a fortnight. I'm a little bit late this week because it is the school holidays. It's just started here in the UK, and it was my little girl's birthday. So she turned 6 on Monday. Today's Wednesday, the 27th of July. So yeah, she turned 6 on Monday, so I had a busy day on my day that I normally film. So today is a Wednesday. I'm filming this after work, so if the lighting is a little bit different, that's probably why. I've tried to put up a bit of a makeshift sort of gauze screen with an old scarf to try and stop some of the glare on the glasses. But as I said, I can't escape it unless I sit like this, which I'm not going to do. So yeah, let's get into it. I have one finished object, I have some works in progress, and like I said, I've got some acquisitions and some stash organisation kind of stuff. Okay, so I'll start with what's on the wall, which is what I start with every time. And we've got a returning visitor of my SHAWLOGRAPHY pattern, which is by Stephen West, and that was the 2021 Mystery Knit Along pattern, and I used yarns from Botanical Yarns. I will put all details of what I make, all the yarns that I use, the designers of the patterns, any shops that I've bought anything from, on the show notes, which are on the website, which is www.FrannyDo.co.uk. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as FrannyDoMakes, and that's it. So I have got a finished object, but I've got it hung up over there, so give me a moment. Okay, so these were, I think I'd almost finished the first one. It's a pair of socks of these, which you've sort of seen the week before because I've made a pair for my sister, but I've made a pair for myself now. So this is another pair of the Rodile pattern. These are a shorty sock. The pattern is by BELÉN FERNANDES. There is only a Ravelry link, I think, but that is on the website, as I said. This is using the Neon Heart micro striping odd sock skeins from Tracy Mustard, which is What Mustard Made, and these are the colours. So there's a coral, neon coral, and a neon pink, and the contrast colours are leftovers from my yarn advent that I had last year, which was a Castleview Yarns advent. So I've got green on the orange for heels and toes. I've switched that up from last time. And these have got the purple, and then they've got the alternate for the cuff, which is this wonderful rolled top and alternate ribbon. I love this pattern. Like I said before, it's toe up already, so I don't have to amend it. So yeah, Turkish cast on, toe up, increased to, I did these on a 2.5mm needle. This, I used my ChowGoo Twist Minis. It's my interchangeable sock needles. Don't know where my fixed ones are. I must be using them for something else. So yeah, these were the interchangeable set, which are brilliant. There's hardly, you can't tell that there's a join at all from the needle to the cord. It's just seamless, it's perfect. So I used those. I did a 60 stitch round, I knit for 67 rows. I did a fish lips kiss heel, which is there, which is my favourite short row heel. I mean, I should branch out and try a different one, but you know, when you learn how to do one and then it's just easy because I don't have to look at the pattern. And yeah, so they are my odd sock Rodiles. I dare say I will make more of this pattern because it's so fun and funky. And that, when you've got your trainers on and you can just see this little pattern top bit, it's really nice when they pop out. So they are my finished object. There we go. So, I'll put them down there. I have got some works in progress. I think I mainly concentrated on those, and it was quite warm, wasn't it? So I haven't been knitting a whole lot. And we've been playing on the Xbox, we've been playing It Takes Two in the evenings, and been watching the women's Euros football, because England, the Lionesses, are doing really well and playing amazingly, and they're through to the final on Sunday, which is so exciting. So yeah, we'll be watching that hopefully, and I'm going to let my little girl stay up and watch it. Well, she won't need to because it's on at like 5 o'clock, so she's looking forward to watching that as well. So I haven't had a whole lot of progress on many things. I don't know if I've done much more on this or not. This is my daily sweater, The Daily by Andrea MOWRY. I am using some Billie Jean yarn from Wool and the Gang. I don't think I have the... No, I don't have the ball bands. But this is the Billie Jean. It's a recycled jeans material that's been put into yarn. It was the Dirty Denim colour, which is this one, and then I've over dyed half of the skeins that I had with a Dylon navy blue, so that I can do stripes for the sweater. It does feel nice. It feels a good size so far, because I don't think it'll block overly well. I did get gauge using much smaller needles. I'm using 4.5s and the pattern is, I think, a 6. And when I did my swatch, the swatch did shrink lengthwise, so I'm adding some extra, I think 3 extra rows per stripe. I'm just hoping that that works, because I've had this yarn in my stash for years. I'm trying to get rid of that light. I don't know what to do. Nowhere I sit is any better, but the light is better just in everything. I don't know what to do. I might have to get some fancy lights, but anyway. So yeah, that's my daily sweater. As I said, I don't think I've got much done. I didn't put a progress creeper on, so I will pop one on now, so we know where I was this time. I will pop on a cup of tea. I've not got a cup of tea today because I'm after work. I didn't have time. My husband will be going to pick up my little girl. She's been at her grandma's today. So we are there. Okay, there we go. So that's that one. What's in here? No, that's my dad's sock that I've not cast on yet. Oh, I have done some work on my, sorry for the noise, on my cross stitch. So I've pretty much done most of the top and this bit round here. So I've just got, I think there's some more down here to do, and just this bit, like basically the bum end and the feet. But it's looking really nice. And even, I'm quite proud of this, even the back is fairly neat. But yeah, it'd be nice to get that finished. But like I said, I've been cheating, playing the Xbox instead. So you can see on the pattern, I've just got some on this side. Not much at all really to get done, so I really need to crack on. But it's hard to do it on a night time, so, and I've had a busy weekend, so maybe next weekend I'll do some. So that's that. What else have I written down? Oh, I have done my swatch for my magpie tendency. So I am planning to use, don't know why I've got a Snow White hair clip in my bag. So I am going to use this gorgeous bauble sock by Truly Hooked. This is the colour Light Fury. It's really cute. And then I've got this is a fluorescent pink leftover from this shawl. That's going to be my contrast for the shoulders. And I have knitted my swatch. So I've done my swatch. First I was like, oh, is it a bit see-through? But I think it's meant to be it's meant to be quite light. The gauge is right, but then I didn't know whether to knit it on another set, on a smaller set of needles and then block it out. But then I think it'll be the same. And I think if you overblock something, it just shrinks back into its own self anyway. So yeah, there's my swatch. So that's what I've done, which is very little, but I think I've decided now that I'm just going to do it in that needle. Otherwise I've got to redo my swatch and I don't think I can be bothered. And it is the right gauge, so I could do a little swatch on the in the pink, but then what's the point? So yeah, that's my magpie tendency. I shall hopefully have got some more of it done by next time. Okay, so my last work in progress is a new cast on. I was talking about doing this the other day with my scraps. So I've organised all my yarn scraps into the second, this one is all 20 gram minis and this one is all 10 grams and over in that one. And then I have this jar which has all oddments that are between 5 and 10 grams. So I'm starting with these. And then anything that's less than 5 grams goes in this one. This is just a pasta jar. So that's that. Okay, so I have started a mitered square blanket, also sometimes called a Cozy Memories blanket. It's basically a knitted patchwork. So I am using the knitted patchwork recipe by Martine Ellis, is it? And then I've got my Martine Ellis. Who is at FrannyDoMakes. And I've done 4 squares. So I'm using, as I said, odds and ends out of my scrap jar. I'm using my 2.5 fixed circulars. These are Knit Pro Symphonies. I've had this for a while and I don't really like using them for socks because they feel a bit bendy, but they work quite nice for this. They're nice and light, and obviously this is going to get bigger. So I'm planning on, I started with the purple and then I'm just going to grow on off and see where it takes me. I am doing 25 stitches along and 25 stitches up, and I'm following the pattern from that, except for I think originally it was, I don't know who it was who originally said, but Cherie from the Ollie and Bella podcast said that what she did so that she had a nice neater edge to pick up the stitches from for going along the top or along the side is at the start of every row you knit the first stitch through the back loop, and at the end of every row you slip one with your yarn in front, and then you get more of a, you get your stitches sort of stacked on top like that, so they're easier to pick up. So on the back it looks like this. I did try and weave in a few ends, so this is my latest one, the pink. So I'm trying, once I've sewn them together, I'll sew in a few more ends like that. But I have tried to knit them in as I go, but it's quite hard to do because then they'd be on the front of the work and instead of on the back. But this one I've managed to, this pink one. It's hard to show, but that one's been sewn in, weaved in as I knitted along. So yeah, so that will be that. So I can use just under 5 grams for each one. I've got my card here. Less than 5 grams from each square. So anything that I've got left, like I said, I'm putting in that other jar. And then what I might do is make a magic knot ball, and then when it's finished I might use that to do an I-cord bind off, so it'll be a big scrappy blanket, because otherwise they'll sit in the corner, and I thought this can be a nice like long-term project. That was my husband. You heard some squeaking on the stairs. And this is a free pattern, by the way. So there are all my works in progress. I'm sorry I've not got more done on them all. I feel like I've been a bit bad and not done anything, but I did finish those socks. I did do a whole sock and a half, so. Anywho, so I do also have some acquisitions and, like I said, some sort of stash. Sorry for making a noise. So I bought some, let me just get it. I saw some socks. They must have been on Ravelry or Instagram, and they looked like they were self-striping and like watermelon and strawberry. And I thought, oh, there must be a commercial yarn that looks like that. And I found this stuff that's King Cole Footsie. Oh, that's glaring awful, isn't it? There we go. King Cole Footsie, which is 4-ply, but it's actually acrylic, which I'm a little bit disappointed at. But I might just make a test pair of socks for my daughter in one of these. She can choose which one it is, and then I'll know like what size and stuff to make her. And they might be nice for some, just some shorties or just some around the house socks maybe. I'm a bit peeved that it's acrylic. I mean, it feels lovely and soft. I just thought it was wool. Obviously didn't. I only got it off of eBay, so I obviously didn't read the description properly. But c'est la vie, it's nice colours. I think it's going to be nice when it's knitted up, but we'll see. So that's those. I also bought, I'll be able to put a picture up so I'll move over. I can get a good look at Tom. I also purchased a pattern as well just yesterday, which is the Miss Ziggy pullover by Skinanigans, same designer as the Magpie Tendency, which is another sort of stash bustery pattern where you do stripes of like single skein yarns that you've got hanging about, which I do seem to have a lot of, and I don't want to just make socks all the time. So up here I have a lot of sort of mix and match pairs, which I might see if I can utilise in this sweater. So it's a sort of a boxy shape with some so you knit it flat, I think the top and the front and the back at the top, and then that sort of creates a sort of sleeve, and then you join in the round and knit the body and then knit the sleeves. And she has quite good, really good instructions in the pattern and little boxes that you can tick off if you've done things, and you know, little boxes for when you've got a repeat so you can tick. Really cleverly made, the patterns, they're really good. And it gives you a way to work out if you've got enough yarn to do the sleeves with the same amount of stripes as the body. So I mean, I'm not one of the bigger sizes, which you might find it more problematic to make sure that you've got enough yarn for both, but it should be okay for my size, I think. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that, so I've bought that this week. I also had a lovely delivery because I was lucky enough to win a giveaway on a fellow YouTuber's video. So the Lonely Knitter, which is Laura of the Lonely Knitter, she also sells crafters balm, she sells beautiful yarn and needle stoppers and all sorts of things. So I won the giveaway where she was just getting rid of some old stock that she had, and because she's recently changed all her branding to the Lonely Knitter from what was Bumbling Yarns. So she sent me this beautiful skein of gorgeous pink, which I think I will use for my Miss Ziggy sweater. This is called Crushed Cherry Blossom. It is 100 grams of 4-ply fingering, 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. Crushed Cherry Blossom. So it's variegated pinks with some blue, I think, blue and black, purpley maybe, like speckles. I think that will knit up really nice. So that's that. And I also received these lovely pastel-y marbled needle stoppers. So there's the details there, the Lonely Knitter. Obviously the website's not right, but I'll put all details on the website. So yeah, thank you Laura, they're beautiful. That'll be skinning them up soon. No I won't, I'll be balling them up, because that would be the opposite. Okay, so also this week I bought myself a new craft cart. I already have one, but that lives in the craft room, and that's a Raskog from IKEA. But I was just going through, we have a Home Bargains just near my workplace, and as you do often wander through and buy random things. And they had this cart, I'll twist you around, here. Oh, sorry about the noise. It's just a black is that in the right place? It's just a black 3-tiered cart, but it does, you can fold it up so you can lay it flat against the wall. I mean, it's never going to be empty anyway, but I sit and put all my whips down at the side of the sofa that I sit on to do my projects, and that little sort of side of the sofa is the way to get into the cupboard underneath the stairs, and we're forever tripping over all my stuff. So I thought if I can put this cart there and put all my projects on it, and then I can just wheel it out the way. Honestly, it's made it so much easier to get to that cupboard, because that's where the hoover is and the ironing board and all that, you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, and I've managed to get all my needles. I've got my needles at the top. I've got my little notions bag that I have here. It's got my little Loki Lego man on. That was just an old makeup bag that I had for Christmas one time. So, and I keep all my stitch markers and my scissors and everything in there. I've managed to put all my projects on, and then down at the bottom is another one of my recent acquisitions, which is a new digital scale. Now I have a digital scale for cooking and baking and things, but it doesn't go less than 1 gram, and I want it to be able to go less than 1 gram for these squares, and to just be more savvy with my yarn, and to know how much I need to, for example, do heels and toes on a sock, what have you. So this is a Briffit digital kitchen scale. I got it from Amazon. It's ever so small, but it goes 0.00 of a gram. It's dead small, really nice, fits in my little cart. Perfect. So there it is on the bottom of the cart. So yeah, it's much easier to get all my stuff on. I know where everything is, and I'm less likely to lose things down the side of the sofa also with it, because it's like a little table right next to me. So yeah, if you've not already got one to organise your stuff, I would highly recommend it. You can, I did find them on Amazon, so there is a link on the website to the one on Amazon, but I'm sure you could find, if you didn't want it to fold up, you can get them all over. So yeah, I would highly recommend those. I could have really just used this one here, but it is full up. It's got all my sewing stuff on it, and there's journaling stuff on it, and a lot of cotton double knit yarn that I used to use for amigurumi, which I haven't done for ages, but it's all there anyway from a project that I was going to do. Do you know when you do that and you buy loads of the same thing in all different colours, and then it just sits there? I should de-stash it really and get rid of it, so maybe I will do that at some point. And also, you may notice there is a new addition here. So last year for our anniversary, so this year was our 9th anniversary, and last year was our 8th anniversary, and apparently that's copper. Apparently I thought the year before was copper, but I think it's different in the UK and in America, and also there's like modern and old-fashioned versions. Well anyway, he got me these hooks, and they say F and B, like I couldn't remember his name. Well, I call him like by his nickname, so that's his nickname. So it's an F, an ampersand and a D with a hook on, so you can just see the bottom of the hook here. And I now can use those to hang all my nice project bags up. So they're there. I don't know whether it makes it a bit cluttered in that corner, but if I sit here you can't really see them anyway. I also moved, I did have a printer down here, but because I used it so rarely, because I just use my iPad for my patterns, I just use the Files app, and then I can highlight it while it's on there, zoom in and zoom out, and basically I don't have to print any paper out. So I did use it a bit when we were homeschooling, but that was it. And if I don't use it and then I use it, the ink all runs out anyway. So I got rid of that, and then I've moved my overlocker, which was here, and my sewing machine, which was there, and I've put them in that corner because I don't use them all the time. And the cover for my sewing machine was getting all faded because it was in the window. So that means I've now got more space to put little bits and pieces on here. So yeah, so that's it. So they're all my acquisitions and my gifts, I suppose. Gifts, yeah, need to get some gifts. So that's it for this episode. Don't think I have any other. Let me just check my notes. Told you about organising everything. Yeah. Okay, so leave me a comment. Tell me if you liked the episode. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you're working on. Tell me if you've got any good stash busting projects. That would be nice to hear. So yes, I'm going to go. I'm not going to ramble. Yeah, so please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the episode, and if you want to see some more. Like I said, I try and post every couple of weeks. And that's it really. Join me next time. I'll hopefully get another one in. We're going on holiday in a couple of weeks, but I'll try and get one in before I go. And then one after that might be a little bit delayed. But I'll try to get one in just before I go to Florida. So excited. So I'll take my Disney yarn with me and my Disney needle stoppers. Okay, so that's it. Have a lovely couple of weeks. Thank you for joining me. Take care of yourself. Happy knitting and crafting, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.